Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Friday Night Live Under 18 show, the very first of its kind, and it's going to be a bit of crack. I'm looking forward to this at the earlier time of 6 p.m. ish. Well, we're a little bit late, about 6:05, trying to run around. It's so much trickier doing a show in the middle of the day, and you're trying to get all the noise levels down and get everything as quiet as possible. Anyway, welcome. Your host Dave Morrissey, as usual, here in Limerick in the sunroom, and hot. It is hot, lads. I'll tell you something. It is warm today, but it is. We're braving the heat. It's great to have everyone here. I hope you're all going to enjoy it as much as I am. It's going to be cool. We've got some really cool guests. I've got 4 young people to introduce to you this evening who have kindly agreed to come on and show us their talents and wares musically. So it's going to be brilliant. We have Oisin Finlay from Monasterevin, County Kildare. We have Evan Roche from Wexford. Definitely one to watch. And last we have Zach Mack in Lurgan, above in County Armagh. So I'm really looking forward to that. But first tonight, I'm going to be talking to a young lady in Enniskillen, Amy Marie Orla, and she's been doing a lot of stuff, a lot of busking and stuff like that on the streets above, and really good. I've watched her videos and very good singer. And yeah, I kind of it turns out that we kind of are. I know some of the family as well, which is kind of nice, and we all go back a long way. So we'll have a great old chat there as well. But before we go to over to Amy Marie Orla, I'm going to just start off with a little shameless plug. So we'll kick off the show with a bit of music. Why don't we? The first ever Friday Night Live Under 18's. Let's try this just for fun. You might recognize this song. It's called Bring Out the Light.
One step into the light and I'm feeling high as a kite. It's just one more twist of the screw and I know I can get through to you. This is the last trip into the sun before we fall back under the thumb. This is the last dance under the moon, and I know I can get through to you. Bring out the light, bring out the light, bring out the light, bring out the light. You hide, it's in your life. The truth is a thing that you can't find. That's why I've got to take you back to show you how to see the light. Yeah. Bring out the light, bring out the light, bring out the light, bring out the light. Bring it on. Everyone knows it's a feeling you can feel it. Just let yourself go and believe it and receive it. Step into the light and I'm feeling high as a kite. It's just one more twist of the screw and I know I can get through to you. Bring out the light, bring out the light, bring out the light, bring out the light. Bring out the light. Bring it on, bring it on, bring it, bring it. Bring out the light, bring out the light. Oh, bring it on, bring it on, bring it, bring it.
Yes. A shameless plug. I do apologize, lads. Had to do it. Get something in there, just for the crack. Bring out the light. Of course, you know that video. I hope everybody can see this on Facebook. Just let me know that it's coming through. Okay, you can all see the picture over there on Friday Night Live, the Friday Night Live show page. I'm sure you can if you're all kind of commenting in, but let me know that you can see this on Facebook just to be sure. But anyway, without further ado, let's get straight into it. Our first guest this evening is Amy Marie Orla from Enniskillen, and here we go. Let's bring her in, have a chat. Amy Marie Orla, hello.
Hiya.
Welcome to Friday Night Live.
Thank you.
I have to say, I said it to your when we were doing the sound check, that you are the most professional guest that I have ever had on Friday evening live or Friday Night Live. Your sound, your headphones, your microphone, everything was just perfect during sound check. It was the quickest and easiest sound check of all. And then, of course, you told me that your dad is a sound engineer. So how is it living in a house with a sound engineer for a daddy? What's that like?
Very loud. There's always some form of music going.
Yeah, I can imagine. And does he have speakers all over the house? Does he have like amplifiers and speakers everywhere?
No, because Mum makes him keep them outside in the garage.
Yes, there has to be a garage.
There's always speakers on in the garage and in bedrooms and stuff. But
yeah. Well, I used to be like that too. I can relate to that totally. Where I used to have musical equipment all over the house, and then my wife said to me, "No, you have to find somewhere to put it." So it's all actually in the sunroom where I am right now. So we all have to do it. But it's great. It is great, isn't it, to have the advice from your dad?
yeah, definitely.
Yeah, and it'll be great going forward in music as well. That you'll have. He'll certainly be in the wings to help you with your sound all the time, and he'll be in the front row, kind of going, turn it up, turn it down, turn it. So it'll be brilliant. Listen, tell us a bit anyway about yourself. So how long have you been singing for?
As long as I can remember.
As long as you can remember, yeah.
Always been singing around the house.
Have you? You've loved it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And what age are you now, Amy?
14.
14. Oh my God. And you are already busking on the streets of Enniskillen, is that right?
Yeah, and up in Belfast too.
And up in Belfast. I saw a video of Belfast as well. How do you find that? Do you find it's good for your nerves, or is it really difficult? Do you get really nervous before you do it?
Well, the first time I was very nervous because I'd never really done any solo acts in public before, because I'd always just been an ensemble and stuff. But after I got my first few songs over with, I'm fine, and now every week I'm just happy to do it.
Yeah, it's a bit like, it's like a gig, really. Even now, I still get really nervous before I go on stage. I still do, and it takes a few songs to kind of warm up, doesn't it?
Yeah.
But there is something about playing on the streets that I love. I can tell you, when I was starting out, I used to go to Dublin every Saturday with my friends when we were teenagers, and we used to go up and play on Grafton Street. And it was very nerve-wracking, but it's a great way to learn and get started and get going, for sure. And when you say ensemble, what was that? What were you doing with ensemble?
I do musicals in the Ardone Theatre every year.
Oh, brilliant.
So.
And would you be like featured as one of the lead vocals? Would you get the main parts a lot, or do you find yourself?
It's normally the over 16s are the mains, but a few years ago we did Annie, and I was one of the main orphans in it.
Brilliant. So you are sitting tight in the wings going, come on, 16, any day now, I am going to be a feature act. Yeah.
Yeah.
Brilliant. Well, I tell you, I've heard, like, I've watched your stuff in Belfast and Enniskillen, and I've heard you sing, and it's really, like, you have a very, very strong vocal for 14 years old. I can tell you that now. By the time you are 16, 17, 18, you will be rocking the bars up there, I'm sure. I don't know if that's what you want to do, but you certainly could get a band with you and do all that kind of stuff as well. Would you like to be in a band?
Well, I'm aiming towards West End, Broadway side of things.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
Very good. That's not a bad place to look towards, I can tell you. You know, it's definitely. I had Rebecca Storm. Have you heard of Rebecca Storm?
No.
She is one of the biggest stars of the West End, and she was on the show last week. So that'll tell you now who you're sharing the screen with up and down. And she was in Les Mis, and she was in Blood Brothers, and she was in all that stuff, all the stuff you know better than I. And she started out very, very young, actually, and she got her first part when she was, I think, only 16 or 17. So there you go. So you think you're going to be on the, you're hoping you're going to be in the West End maybe in another, what, let's say 5, 6 years?
Hopefully.
Less? Hopefully, yeah. Would you like to be living in London? Would you move to London?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, it's a cool place, isn't it? It's really cool.
Yeah.
That song that I played just before you came on, it's called "Bring Out the Light," and I did the video for that in Camden in London, and it is just a super super place to be. Tell me this now. We've spoken all about your dad, and he's a great sound engineer. Who does he do sound with, and what does he
He's worked with nearly everyone in the country scene. Like,
really?
before lockdown, he was with Cleona Hagan
Very
and
good.
Jim Devine and Lisa McHugh.
Great. Oh, wow. He's very experienced. And listen, your mom now is no stranger either, because I have to mention, it's very important that I mention Paula, your mammy, because, of course, all the Talbots from County Kildare, who I know quite well, on one side of your family, and you just told me you just got back from visiting everybody down in County Kildare. Do you like to get down there regularly?
Yeah, I love it because the village, first of all, it's great.
Yeah, it's beyond the village,
Um,
their village, yeah.
yeah, we
It's-
had our dinner in the Silken in what used to be Lil's on Wednesday.
yes.
So
Poor old Little Flanagan's. Little Flanagan's. You're bringing a tear to my eye now. You know that, and I'm thinking of all those things. But the Silken, what a wonderful place, and of course, Kildare Village, and of course the Talbot family. Your uncle Mark used to play in a band with me many many years ago called the Zimmermans, and of course your mum used to come to a lot of the gigs as well. So she's no stranger to rock and roll and singing and guitars and all, just as your dad is. So it doesn't surprise me that you've turned out to be a fabulous singer. It really doesn't. Will you say hello to everybody in Kildare for me the next time you're down?
definitely will.
And tell them all about Friday Night Live, that you had a ball. And listen, you sang a couple of bars of a song for me earlier on that was just fabulous. Tell us a little bit about the song that you're going to do for us.
It's called On My Own from Les Mis, and it's an Apennines like climax of the show where basically she's realized she's in love with this boy, but he's never gonna love her back because he's like head of the rebellion and she's just poor.
Wow, that's a lot. I wonder, could I write a song like that? Now I'll have to go off and see if I can think of something that interesting. I just write like songs about, a boy and a girl, and that's it. I don't go into any much more. That's amazing. Oh my God. Amy, would you like to say hello to anybody before you take into your singing?
Hello, mom and dad. I suppose you're
Yes.
watching, like, but
They are. They are. Of course, they are. And they're very proud. Very proud. And by the way, you should be very proud of yourself as being the first ever under 18's guest on Friday Night Live. A fair play to you. You're very brave to come on, and no problem to you with the technology and everything, which is great. And, it's great to get yourself out there, isn't it? And for people to get to know who you are. Because the
yeah,
next time you're in Belfast and you're in Enniskillen or whatever streets, maybe Dublin, maybe Kildare, maybe you could busk in Kildare Village.
you
There's an
never
idea.
know.
That would be a good place now. I think you could make a few bob in Kildare Village. I
Maybe.
used to busk in the Japanese gardens many, many years ago. Now that was a good spot.
I love Japanese gardens.
Yeah, that's between you and me now. I had a little arrangement with the people, the powers that be in the Japanese gardens, and they used to let us go in, and we used to get all the tourists would come by and pay us loads of money, and then we could sit down for 40 minutes until the next tour would come by. So there you go. That's just a couple of little busking tips for you. But listen, without further ado, thank you so much, Amy Marie Orla. That is what we know you as and what we will find you as online. You're on Facebook, aren't you?
I'm on Facebook and Instagram.
And Instagram, of course. And you will be on YouTube, no doubt, before
I,
much longer. If I,
I am.
yeah, I know you will. And of course, you'll be on Spotify and you'll be on all
Yeah,
those things within I'd say less than a year. But right now, Amy Marie Orla on Facebook and Instagram, easy to find. We'll put your links up and all as well on the page. Okay. On My Own from Les Mis in your own time when you're ready. Thank you very, very much.
on my own, pretending he's beside me, all alone. I walk with him till morning. Without him, I feel his arms around me, and when I lose my way, In the rain, the pavement shines like silver. All the lights are misty in the river. In the darkness, the trees are full of starlight, and all I see is him and me forever and forever. And I know it's only in my mind that I'm talking to myself and not to him. And although I know that he is blind, still I say there's a way for us. I love him, but when the night is over, he is gone. The river's just a river. Without him, the world around me changes. The trees are buried everywhere, the streets are full of strangers. I love him, but every day I'm learning. All my life I've only been pretending. Without me, his world will go on turning. A world that's full of happiness that I have never known. I love him. I love him. I love him, but only on my own.
Whoa. Wow-wee. Oh my God. Now, I was not expecting that. I heard a couple of bars of songs during the sound. You've given me all the goosebumps. Oh my God. Oh my God. That was brilliant. Amy Marie Orla, you are fantastic.
Thank
And
you.
I mean that. Fantastic. Way, way more than I could ever have imagined before deciding to do this show. You have created history this evening, and I mean that. You really have. Lots of people love watching the show, and it's mainly, the adults that come on and do stuff. You have outsang most adults that I know right now, and I'm telling you that. I don't say that lightly. So well done. I hope you're very proud of yourself. That was amazing. What a start. What a start. Listen, tell me this. Who's your biggest influence? What kind of singers do you like most?
Quite a lot of people on Broadway
Mm.
and the West End and all.
And like, say, popular singers out now, who would you really like the most?
Taylor Swift and Ariana Grande.
I knew it. That's two names I knew were going to come up. Well, listen, I can tell you, you can sit back now this evening and totally relax and give yourself a pat on the back, which I'm sure mum and dad are going to do as soon as you finish here. That was amazing. And I mean that. Absolutely amazing. Well done. Mind yourself and keep in touch. And listen, you'll be back on Friday Night Live again and again and again, because once you come onto the show, we're always friends of the show, okay? And by the way, your Uncle Mark came on there as well. I just saw him. He sent a lovely message too.
I saw.
So all good, okay? Take care, Amy. Thank you so much. And mind yourself, and make yourself a cup of tea now after that. That was amazing.
Thank you.
Okay, take care. Bye.
Bye.
Well done. Wow. I mean, that was just, even, would you believe my producer across the way here is opening the sliding door, and she's giving me the thumbs up. So I can tell you, she doesn't do that often, Amy. I can tell you that. She doesn't come near the studio ordinarily, but that's a big, big thumbs up from Claire, my producer, who just says, yeah, that was brilliant. That really was. I'm mind blown. I'm actually mind blown after that performance. Guys, I hope you all enjoyed it. That was, what a voice. Yes. What a voice. Amy Marie Orla in Enniskillen. Anyway, moving on. What a start. We are going to move on, and I want to introduce you to a young man from Monastrevin in County Kildare next, who went and recorded a video literally a couple of days ago for the show. I asked him for a YouTube video, and he went away and he recorded this song, but he's been writing loads of stuff lately. His name is Oisín Finlay, and he's very much an up-and-coming singer-songwriter, playing the guitar, also playing the drums, also plays a lot of percussion and drums in some of the drum groups that I organize myself up and down. He's a great guy, and he loves his rock and roll. He really does. So without further ado, I'm going to give you a song by Oisín called Hey You. I want you to check this out, and then we'll have a chat with Oisín in a minute. Okay, here we go.
Well, I was walking down the street and I saw that name. The name was pretty particular to me. It was a man called Johnny. He asked me, "Why are you playing that devil music, boy?" I was like to him, I was like this to him. Hey you, hey you, hey you over there. Hey you, standing over there on the corner street. Hey you, standing over there on the corner street. Oh yeah. I went home that night and I was thinking to myself, who was that man who confronted me today? I was like, who was that man who confronted me today? And I found out it was Johnny.
Oh, yeah. Sorry about that, lads. We had a little cut there, and apologies about that. That happens sometimes. That was Oisín Finlay, and that, of course, is Evan, who's coming up later on. Sorry. Sometimes it cuts in without me even knowing. Anyway, Oisín Finlay in Monasterevin in County Kildare. Are you ready? And let's check it out. Oisín, hello.
Hey, what's up?
What is up is right. That is an amazing song, my friend. An amazing song.
Thanks.
And yeah, you wrote that only a couple of days ago.
Yeah, I wrote it like last Wednesday or something.
Last Wednesday. I love it.
Yeah.
I wish I could just do that. I wish I could just write a song just like that, just last Wednesday. Oh,
Yeah.
wow. How is life in Monasterevin? Is it, are you
It's
roasting?
been good, yeah. It's pretty quiet now, but I'm trying to kind of make the music scene in Monasterevin kind of explode again, you know, so.
Yeah, absolutely. And what are you up to with the music scene at the minute? What's the plan for the summer? Are you jamming in a band?
Yeah. No, my band split up there 2 weeks ago because of,
Okay.
it was just some people who didn't want to work with us. We just said, if it is the best for you, just move on, you know, kind of thing. So that's what we done, so.
So you're already having artist differences already.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
Wow, you've got a long way to go. Don't you? There's going to be lots of that. Don't worry about that. That happens to everybody. But listen, you started out as a drummer.
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
I remember you started out as a drummer, and a fine drummer. You're well able to play the drums as well. What made you decide? Right, I need to play guitar as well. I need to try something new.
I think it's one artist. Sadly, he isn't with us anymore. But it's Eddie Van Halen. Who really kind of told me to he kind of influenced me to pick up the guitar. It's just his techniques and how he plays the guitar is just unbelievable. So it's mainly Eddie Van Halen.
Yeah, what an influence! What an influence! Oh my God, he, to me as well. That would be a good reason to pick up a guitar. Absolutely, one of the best.
Yeah.
Tell me this: since you picked up the guitar, what kind of guitar did you get? What did you go for?
I have a Fender Telecaster. It's a red special. So
Lovely.
yeah.
The best all-around guitar. One of the best guitars to start out. You can get all the different sounds on it. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Who's your influences apart from Eddie Van Halen? Who are you listening to right now?
Who I'm listening to at the moment? Boston, AC/DC, Led Zeppelin, Guns N' Roses, Nirvana. Anything from like the 1950s, I like, like Buddy Holly and B.B. King.
Yeah, very good. Well, all I can say is the future is safe if that's what you guys are listening to right now as teenagers. That is wonderful news for me here at Night Live, because that's all the good stuff. No offense to modern music. Modern music is good and all that, but there is a lot of it that's, there is a lot of it there now that I could kind of gladly kind of look past and not worry too much about. I think what's best about that kind of music, Oisín, is that they actually play their instruments quite well, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. And when it comes to drummers, who'd be your favorite drummer now if you had a choice?
I think my favorite would have to be Tommy Lee from Motley Crue. I think his style of playing is very kind of upbeat and aggressive,
Yeah, he's cool. And of course, you have a huge drum kit as well, don't you? You have a
it's actually in the room next door to me. So
So I'm sure that goes down very well there in your house at times. When your mum is trying to put the dinner on downstairs.
Yeah, exactly.
Gigantic drum kit.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Oh wow. Well, listen. Special thanks as well to your mum who got in touch as well and suggested yourself to come on. I'm glad she did now. Because you've been doing a lot since I saw you last. You've been doing a lot of songwriting and stuff, which is cool.
Yeah.
And of course, we have in the Curragh our drum group that you've taken part in as well, which is great. Do you find that helps you being a part of a percussion group? Does it help your guitar playing as well and everything?
Yeah.
Kind of when you come away from it, it helps with songwriting and stuff like that as well, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. Yeah.
So what's new? What's a new song? Do you have a new song for us this evening?
I do, yeah.
All right. Now you hinted to me earlier on during the sound check that you were going to play something that nobody's ever heard. And I honestly, when somebody says that to me, that makes me quite excited, especially when it's brand new. So what song did you have in mind?
There's a song called Chameleon. I wrote it maybe a month ago. I haven't released it or anything. And I wrote it because it's like kind of blending in, to the public, and not showing yourself enough. And a chameleon, he kind of blends in. So that's why I kind of wrote it. It was because it's like blending into the society we live in, so.
Yeah. And do you find that there's a lot of pressure on young people now to try and blend into society, to try and be part of it?
I think there's a huge pressure on young people my age and younger to try to, you have to be this person or don't be anyone at all, kind of.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm kind of getting,
Yeah, and that's it. And then it's kind of like, especially in teenage years, I remember it well, but it's like, where do I fit in here? What exactly am I supposed to be doing here? But the best thing is, I think, is don't try to fit in. You don't have to. That's the trick. You don't actually have to fit in. The world has to fit around you. Okay, you have to fit into certain situations and do things. We all have to do that in life, but be original, be yourself. That's the best.
Exactly. Yeah.
So is Chameleon a bit like that? Is that what the song is about? Is it about?
It's mainly about being yourself kind of thing, but it's kind of more kind of directed to people.
Yeah.
Being directed into being this specific person.
Being forced.
Exactly.
Yeah. And there's a lot of that, isn't there? There's a lot of that in the world.
There is. Yeah.
There's a lot of pressure online if you look at gaming and movies and all, to look a certain way and to act a certain way. And
exactly.
No, it's very important to be yourself, and you certainly are yourself, Oisín. That's for sure. As long as I know you, you've always been yourself. I'm looking forward to this very, very much. So, in your own
Yeah.
time, Oisin, in Monasterevin, in County Kildare, my home county as well, will you give us a blast of Chameleon, your brand new song?
Okay.
You ready?
Yeah.
Go for it, Oisin. Wow. Wow. You nearly blew up Friday Night Live there. I mean that as a compliment, Oisin. You nearly actually blew up Friday Night Live. Well done, my friend.
Yeah,
That's
thanks.
a first. If you're going to do it, if you're going to rock out, you might as well rock out full
Yeah,
on.
exactly.
None of this,
Yeah.
Well, don't be doing this 50% stuff. Crank it
Yeah.
up. That's a cool song. Really cool. I can't wait to hear it when it's all dolled up with your
Yeah.
lyrics and your
Yeah,
production.
thanks. Yeah.
Very cool. And very, I get the Van Halen vibes there. I really get
Yeah,
Van
yeah,
vibes.
yeah. I'm mainly influenced by Eddie, you know. So
Yeah, your style there is totally Eddie Van Halen. The way your rhythm,
yeah,
drum is very bouncy. He always had this kind of bounce, didn't he, when he played the
yeah,
guitar?
he did. Yeah,
Yeah, he did. It
yeah,
wasn't just straight strumming. It was that kind of
yeah,
yeah. I particularly loved him when he was with David Lee Roth myself. I know everybody loves Sammy Hagar as well, but I don't
yeah.
know
He
why.
went off. Yeah,
Yeah, I just loved them when they were together on stage. I thought they were amazing.
yeah.
But listen,
David Lee Roth. Yeah, he's a
yeah,
good front man.
good front man, funny guy, and
Yeah, yeah.
definitely. If you could sandwich Eddie Van Halen and David Lee Roth into the one person, and that becomes Oisin Finlay, oh my God, it will be world domination, my friend. World domination. That's all you got to have. But thank you very much, Oisin, for coming on to Friday Night
Yeah,
Live.
thanks. Yeah,
It takes a lot of guts to do this, and it's not easy. It takes bravery. So fair play. You did well, my friend.
Yeah, thanks.
I love the new song "Hey You" as well. And where can we find you online?
You can find me on YouTube at It's Oisin. So
It's Oisin. That's the one.
yeah.
It's Oisin. Cool. Well, look, that's great, and I wish you all the best. I know you're only getting going on YouTube and stuff, so I'm
Yeah.
expecting great things soon. It's Oisin on
thanks.
YouTube. Listen,
Thanks.
buddy, sit back now, relax. You can take it easy. Your job is done. You've done well,
Yeah.
and everybody loved it. I can tell by the comments here. They all loved it.
All right. Thanks.
Take
Dave.
care, buddy. Take care.
All right,
Bye
see
bye.
ya.
Bye. Oisin Finlay there, Monasterevin, County Kildare. Wow, that's the first time we nearly actually blew up Friday Night Live with distortion. I love it. Maybe we should get more of that kind of more of the heavy stuff on. I think that'd be cool. But definitely, I got that one in the earlobes for sure. The first chord was brilliant. But Oisin Finlay is definitely one worth looking into. He's only getting going at the lyric writing and stuff like that as well. But judging by the way he's playing the guitar, it's gonna be smashing. It really is. Anyway. Moving on, it's absolutely fine, guys. I hope you're enjoying the show. I really do, as much as I am. It's great crack, actually, and it's lovely to talk to younger people and see what life from their side is like in the music business. So, moving on, I'm going to go down to County Wexford next to speak to a man who I'm very, very impressed by. I have to say, I watched a few of his videos during the week, and I was blown away, absolutely blown away by this young man. What his talent, his vocal is amazing. His name is Mr. Evan Roche. But before we get to that, I want to play you his song called Different. This is just a beautiful video as well as the music and the vocal, but watch the video and I'm going to talk to him a little bit about it in a minute. It's just wonderful. So just check this out, guys, first and see what you think, and then we'll have a chat with him in a few minutes. This is Evan Roche.
Build you up to tear you down. Makes them feel good to see you frown. In a big world, you're so alone. Just another groundhog day to get beat up by words they say. But to me, you are so beautiful. You are so different. But that makes no difference. Nothing we can get over. All I want is you. Leave behind the division and build on our visions for when we are older. All I want is you. Oh, 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 love the freckles on your face. You know that God makes no mistakes. I need you, don't need nothing more. Look in the mirror at your reflection and learn to love you again. You are so different, but that makes no difference. Nothing we can get over. All I want is you. Leave behind the division and build on our visions for when we are older. All I want is you. Oh, 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 oh. You are so different, but that makes no difference.
Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Now you listen to that, guys, and that to me is absolute maturity and control of a vocal for a young man all the way from County Wexford that I have, frankly, have not heard in a long, long time. So I'm delighted that he's here and he's going to explain, hopefully, to me a little bit about that song Different, which is absolutely fabulous. I must say it is super, super. Evan.
Hello, how are you keeping?
I am good. How are you, buddy?
Good, thanks. And yourself?
Well, listen, I got to tell you something now. It's not that often that somebody comes along with a voice that mature. And that, I'll tell you, what age are you, Evan?
16. I was 16 in March.
My God, you're singing like some of my friends that I know, and I'm not a young man anymore, but you've got the voice easily of a 30-plus-year-old person. I mean that as a compliment, as in it can only get better. It's brilliant. That song is super. Did you write that song?
Yes. So I wrote. Basically, what happened was, I was kind of putting some stuff up on Instagram, and I was kind of getting these likes from this kind of. It was a producer in London.
Yeah.
Over kind of the start of the pandemic, and so I basically got in touch with this producer, and he's basically an ex-Warner producer, so he's wrote with like the like Anne Marie and some big people in Warner, and then basically got in contact with him, and we wrote a whole EP together. So
wow,
completely over Zoom, and then just kind of when it was freeing up, me and Mum were able to kind of fly over to London for like 2 days literally, and we stayed in a hotel above the studio, and we literally just went to the studio and back, and that was it. And yeah, it was really, really crazy to think that kind of how it was all done.
That's a dream come true. Dream come true. Wow.
Yeah, totally. So now I'm kind of in the process of kind of releasing the whole EP now this year.
Very good, very good. And your co-writer and producer, do you want to give him a plug?
Yeah, so it's Darren Martin. You can find him and stuff on Instagram. It's just DM Unsigned.
Brilliant, brilliant. Well, look, you've got a winning combination there. Absolutely, it's a wonderful song. Who's in the video? Who's in the videos? Is it family and friends, or did you?
So it's my nanny, my granddad, and then it's my mom, my dad, and then my aunt.
Very cool. I love videos like that when people just call on the family and say, "Look, I need some extras. Come on, just get in and do it." It's brilliant. Fair play to you.
Anyone else anyway, because of COVID and stuff. So it was kind
of
well, that's true. In there.
Yeah, so you see, the family did come in handy, don't they? They do come in handy at times. But listen, they really do. I've used many of them in videos myself, up and down, and they're always great crack. Once you give them something, a little treat, they'll do anything. That's what I find. But listen, you're 16 now. I mean, the world is your oyster, absolutely your oyster, and you're on the verge of releasing this EP. So, what is the plan after that? Are you going to go for an album, or are you going to keep going with the singles?
So basically, I still have 4 more singles to kind of release, and see what
comes off.
Yeah. I have kind of like a good kind of 6 months kind of releasing stuff and kind of still getting videos done and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But then I kind of have some things coming up in the pipeline. Like I have a TV show that's going to be kind of on air in September that I'm not sure if I'm allowed to talk about it, but
okay. You don't have. We won't draw that one out yet, but it sounds good. It sounds good.
So I have that, and then I was on The Voice Kids in 2019, so that happened as well. So that's kind of how the whole kind of producer and stuff kind of came out of, was kind of all out of The Voice, and then I'm just trying to get a bit of vocal lessons. I've had a few kind of I've had a manager meeting about like with someone, just kind of chatting some things, and we're kind of just seeing how it goes,
So it's all on the verge.
Yeah, it's just kind of keep with everything and just keep going, no matter what kind of.
Yeah, because this is a very exciting time. This is the most exciting time in a musician's career, singer's career. When you're on the verge of something,
trying
and
to
but you have to be very careful, don't you? You need to be very careful, and you seem that you've got your head screwed on. Fair play to you. You know what you're doing, and that's the main thing. And it's good to have mom around as well, and people with you that kind of look out for you as well. Because the music business is it's a tough game. I spent a long time in it myself. I'm out the other side now, enjoying myself more than ever. So make sure you enjoy yourself, whatever you do, and whoever is your manager is, and you are having a good time, which is super.
I don't have a manager yet, so momager.
Manager is great. Nothing like it. Well, managers are not all they're cracked up to be, because
no, they're not 100%. Like you have to be so careful of what you go into. And that's what I'm saying. Like I'm only 16, so it's not a rush. Just whatever happens. And
and it's about expressing yourself and getting that wonderful vocal out there. Listen, you've told me like that you're getting voice lessons now. I would have thought this guy is after getting voice lessons when he was like 10 or something. By the way, you're singing now.
I've never had a voice. I had the only kind of voice lessons I ever kind of had were Aideen, that was here on your.
Yes, and we know Aideen well.
I had a few with her a few like a couple of years ago, just kind of 1 or 2. And then I had voice lessons when I was on The Voice. We had like voice lessons from like I think it was the Vamps, the Vamps, they're kind of vocal. I didn't have like a vocal coach kind of, a weekly kind of thing. But then now I'm just kind of trying to just get a vocal coach to kind of tweak things, because I know myself kind of where my voice is now, that my voice is broken, stuff like that. But it's kind of trying to get those kind of technical stuff kind of.
Very important. Well, when I realized during the week, I discovered that you had connections with Aideen Ní Riada. I thought, right, if you know Aideen Ní Riada, that would explain the vocal a little bit, because she is just super, and a wonderful, really good person to know. And if you're a vocalist, I mean, you cannot ask for a better mentor, even just to have a chat with about getting control of your voice and all that. She's brilliant. 100%. So that's great. And listen, tell me this. The competitions, right? I was doing a little bit of digging, a little bit, small bit now, not too much, a little bit. But The Voice Kids, you got down to the final 60 of 12,000 people.
Yes. So
that's good going.
I was only 13 at the time, so like I hadn't got my voice broken. It was kind of I didn't understand kind of music and that kind of a thing. It was just I had done like this like Stars in Their Eyes. We did like this local kind of competition thing, and seen the application and just did it online and thought nothing of it, and got a call like a day later.
Yeah.
Basically come for like you used to have to like go and queue up for hours,
Yes.
but
Yeah.
got invited to a private audition in Manchester. So me and Mom kind of just flew over and didn't think much of it. And then before you know it, then I did 4 or 5. It was 4 or 5 auditions in London and Manchester, kind of over and back,
Yeah.
and got down to last 60, which was the basically out of like the 12 or 15,000 that apply, only 60 actually get to perform in front of the judges.
Okay.
Then it just wasn't. You're pulled out of a hat then what day you kind of perform on. And mine was the last day, and then I was like one of the last to go on, and there was only like one spot left on like Will I Am, and that kind of it wasn't like my style, so the odds weren't with me on the day. So
I know what you mean. Yeah. And it's always
wasn't my song choice, and you know what I mean. It wasn't. It's totally like it's not what it seems, but it was an amazing experience. So I'd never like trade it for the world, and it kind of gave me the insight of all the different things that you kind of a little bit, not sure of, or you kind of think, oh, sure, these things happen to other people, but they might not happen to me. But you kind of have to. It's just a learning curve, kind of. You know what I mean?
Yes. Yeah, and it's important. Look, it's important. I'm always saying this to people that competing doesn't go hand in hand with music. It never does. It's only entertainment. And as long as you can look at it that way and take away the experience from it and go, oh, now I know how a TV studio works. That in itself
it's just not what it seems like. Yeah, it's totally.
Yeah, and you can say, oh, and I've met Will I Am, so that's good. I've got to know him. So all the pluses are whoever it is you meet.
Yeah. I've met some famous people.
Have you? Have you met some like good people? Yeah.
In this next there's a TV show it's an Irish TV show, and it's going to be in Virgin Media in September, and it has Boy George in it, and Lyra, Deirdre O'Kane, those kind of people.
Okay.
So that's kind of coming up in the pipeline, but
you're telling me a little bit more and more. I love it. Keep going.
So that's coming up, but that was I was scouted for that by a producer and for a Fox from Fox, and then
excellent.
There's only actually 10 people that just it's basically, do you know the way the Disney movie is getting done in Ireland, because it's kind of things in Ireland. They're basically just testing the waters with a brand new TV show. So
see how it goes. Well, that's great news. Brilliant. Fair play to you. That's great. You'll get your screen debut there as well.
That's
and
that's going to be kind of the first time on TV.
Well, they should certainly let you sing. They better use their heads and have you singing on that, because I mean that's the main thing. Listen, I am blown away by that song. I've watched a few others as well, of course. Island was another one which I absolutely love. So I can't wait to hear more and more from you. I'm so glad your mum got in touch actually, and then I just when I had a look, I was like, wow, okay, yes, of course, we'll do it. And I'm delighted that you came on and did this show, because you're more than welcome. Do you want to do a live song, or would you prefer to not? No, it's okay.
100%. No, I'll do a song. Yeah.
Oh, you will? Okay, that's great.
Yeah, of course I will. Yeah.
You give me a fright.
I'm not going to sing live, like.
Oh, that's grand. No, because I don't put pressure on anybody. You can.
No, yeah.
What would you like to do? What would you like to do for us?
So I was originally going to do Different, but I'm going to actually do because everyone has already heard Different. So I'm going to do my second single, Island.
Brilliant. I know this song because I've heard it a good few times during the week.
Okay,
brilliant. Without further ado, Evan Roche in Wexford. This is the single Island. When you're ready.
So far from you, feels like a million miles away. I'm chasing lights, so there's no way that I can stay. If I stay, my heart will be broken. I need change to make it all happen now. My eyes wide opened up. So get me off this island to get to you. I know where you are, dreams all come true. And every day I live out a deja vu and give it all, cause I got nothing to lose. And I'll jump off the earth for you. I'm off and sailing I'm fighting against the waves. All I need is you there next to me every day. Oh no. And from here we can make it happen. And my tears, they won't give up on me here. Oh, my arms are opened up. So get me off this island to get to you. Oh, I know where you are, dreams all come true. And every day I live out a deja vu. And give it all, 'cause I've got nothing to lose. And I'll jump off the earth for you. And the things we do for love, enough, never enough. Oh, it's you that fills me up. Without you, there's no me. So get me off this island to get to you. And I know where you are, dreams all come true. And every day I live out a deja vu. And give it all, 'cause I've got nothing to lose. And I'll jump off the earth for you. I said I'll jump off the earth for you. That was indeed Island.
Whoa. Okay. Evan Roche, I'll tell you something, young man. You have a very, very bright future ahead of you. You don't need to, you don't need to worry about management or any of those things. Don't worry about those. The comments flying in are amazing. Everybody loved that. Loved it. I really loved that. I wasn't sure which one to play, but it didn't really matter because you can do either one, and it was lovely to get. It was lovely to get both of them. Listen, you are an absolute star, young man. I'll tell you something. I know good talent when I see it myself, and I can tell you, you don't need Simon Cowell or anybody to tell you.
Yeah.
You don't. Fabulous vocals. Well done. Who are you listening to? Like, what kind of influence would you be mainly going for?
So definitely like the likes of like Sam Smith, Sia kind of things. A bit of kind of Adele in there, and one of my favorite like Irish artists is 100% like Lyra.
Yeah, she's brilliant, absolutely brilliant.
She's amazing. Yeah, I've actually like talked with her, and we're friends on Instagram and stuff. So
it's great, isn't it? It's great when you get to meet these people, and you know what? They're so down to earth. You know, all these people, and it's something you can learn.
She has like such like unique vocal, and then she's a proper Cork accent when you actually talk to her.
But that's the best part. Yeah, it's the best part. Yeah, lots of people from around the country. I love the accent when they're singing, and then you have a chat with them, and they're talking. Yeah. Are you in Wexford all your life? Are you a Wexford native?
Yeah, no, I've been in Wexford my whole life since the birth.
Wow, beautiful. What part of Wexford? Must be lovely down there now.
Yeah, it's Roche, and I'm sweating to death here.
Same here.
Yeah, unreal. So I'm kind of between, like Kilmore Quay and Welland Bridge, so kind of
beautiful.
Down very, very south, kind of down. Yeah, it's
gorgeous.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, at least you have, you're near water. That's something you can run in and have a swim. I'm in Limerick here.
Yeah, it was. We were away in Galway all this week, so I'm literally back like 20 minutes.
Oh, you're only back. You were saying that. You're only back. Fair play to you.
I was in Limerick myself, just coming through Limerick.
Coming through. Oh, gee, you could have stopped in and done it live. You could have actually. Well, listen, in the future, anyway. Look, keep in touch with us, won't you? Keep in touch, and at some point when this whole thing blows over, we're going to hopefully go live with the show, where we can sit down in the studio together and do all this. But I wish you the very, 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 very best, Evan. I really do. You have an amazing talent, my friend. Amazing. And I look forward to seeing you develop and go forward. The future is safe in the hands of young musicians and singers in this country. Listen, go relax, unpack that suitcase now and kick back. And enjoy. Listen, you're brilliant. You're super. Thanks, Evan. Thanks so much.
Thanks so much.
Bye. Take care. Well, if that does not indicate that the future of music is safe and well in Ireland with the younger generation, nothing will. That to me is just mind-blowing. And I'm so glad that we did this show this evening. I was thinking about it for a long, long time, and I wasn't sure, is it a good idea? Is it not a good idea? And then I thought, you know what, let's just try it and see what happens. My God, I'm glad that I tried it, because you can see this is only a tiny slice of the talent that's out there in the country at the moment and around the globe. But in Ireland, this is only a tiny, tiny sliver of what's out there in the teenage years. and it's just amazing to see and watch and nurture. It is just fabulous. But before I go much further, just to let you know, my last guest, which is great, the show has totally and utterly flown by. My last guest tonight is above in Lurgan in County Armagh, who I'm really looking forward to. We had a great chat earlier on during soundcheck, and I've seen this guy. He goes by Zach Mack, and I've seen his lives on Facebook, and they are mind-blowing, absolutely mind-blowing. He plays everything from Pink Floyd, Led Zeppelin, Fleetwood Mac, Rory Gallagher, of course, all the good stuff. And man, can this young chap play the guitar. It's very difficult to get this across on the internet, and it often is, but I will do my best to get it across to you this evening. But also go and check him out and watch his videos as well, Zach Mack. But before we do that, I will make sure, as I try to for everybody, to show you a little video of Zach in action. This is a song called Aurora, and it's one of his own songs, which I love. And it'll demonstrate to you exactly, before we go to chat to him above in Lurgan, what this young man can do. It's just wonderful. So check this out without further ado. Zach Mack, Aurora. Beautiful song. Beautiful, beautiful song. Take it away, Zach. Wow, wow, wow. What a tune. And that is Aurora from Zach Mack in Lurgan. And that just kind of will give you an idea of what young Zach can do. Amazing, amazing tune. I love it. I found it online, and as one of his own songs, I just absolutely love it. He kind of reminds me, there's a very, very strong sort of Fleetwood Mac vibe off his guitar playing, in my opinion. But I'm sure he'd tell us a lot more. So without further ado, my last guest this evening on Friday Night Live Under 18 show. By the way, I hope you're enjoying it, lads. Well, I know you are, because you're all, so many of you have tuned in, and thank you so much. It's very important to say that the support of the families and parents and people who've gotten involved and been so good during the week, staying in contact. And you can see we've got a couple of guests here in the background already coming in towards the end of the show. Wait for your turn. I'm going to introduce you to a few other people at the end of the show as well, who you want to have a chat with. But before we do that, we're going to go straight to Zach in Lurgan and say hello to Zach. So here we go. Zach, how are you?
Hello.
Great to see you, buddy. Great to see you on the show. How is life in Lurgan at the moment?
It's doing pretty well so far, except for the fact that's absolutely roasting.
Yeah,
it's about like 25, so it's very hot.
Yeah. It's. I'd say you're absolutely roasting up there. You've got the right thing going on there, Zach, with the curtains closed and everything. That's what I do here to keep the sunshine out. It's unfortunately the only way to keep cool. It's a bit like I find it's a bit like living in Spain or Portugal at the moment in Ireland, where we have siesta during the day and you close the curtains and all that kind of stuff. Will you tell me a little bit about Aurora?
Well, I mean, it's one of it's actually like I think it was the first song. I mean, I just sort of like thought on it like several times before I thought, oh, maybe why not just use that for a song. So I tried to record that, and I was like, well, that sounds quite good. So I tried like adding a bit more than that and see if I could make it into a song. And yeah, it's just sort of like every time I like play a song, sometimes I think like a beautiful like night sky, like Aurora, while playing it. So that's what I named that. And that's what the song's about.
Yeah, brilliant. Yeah, because when I was reading up about it, you had a lovely description as an instrumental piece, but about gazing into the icy skies, and then you saw like a shooting star. That's just so cool. There's not many people, Zach. I can tell you. What age are you now, Zach?
13.
13.
Yeah,
I
I
can
just
tell you
turned
something.
13.
Let me tell you something, my friend. You're 13 years of age. There's not many people that would have the wonderful imagination and depth to sit back and just stare up at an icy, starry sky and just. So that's really cool. I can tell there's probably a bit of a Jimi Hendrix vibe going on there, where you're already getting into the stars and the sky and all that kind of stuff. Because he wrote a lot of great songs about all that kind of vibey stuff, and I could see that you're already kind of thinking that way, which is cool at 13 years of age. It's a lovely song, Aurora. I absolutely love it. I think it would make a great single for you, and I think it'd be something that if you went into the studio with it and actually re-recorded it again and brought it out, it'd be just as good again. It's a great song. You have a lot of influence, of course, from your dad, Stephen, who we were chatting earlier on, who played music for many, many years as well. Do you find that you got a lot of influences and musical tastes from your dad?
That is correct.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, a lot of the music that I do listen to, I mean, that all came from my dad's influence.
Yeah.
You've got stuff from like all the way from like Pink Floyd to Led Zeppelin to Roche to Fleetwood Mac, all sorts of other things.
Yeah, well, fair play, Dad. I'll tell you something. Only Firm, that wonderful. Tell me, does he have a lot of vinyl there? Do you listen to a lot of vinyls?
Well, see, here's the thing. Because like my dad he actually sold like all his like and stuff. But I do like every time I do get the opportunity of having like someone else's house who does have like LPs and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like to take a listen to them and stuff.
Yeah. It's lovely. The sound of the LP, there's nothing like it. That scratchy sound, it's lovely. Yeah, it's all very.
It's in my opinion a lot better than like CDs and files and like phone here because like
Yeah.
if like CD you might just get like surface noise all over the place and
Yeah.
sometimes it's
Yeah.
very quiet and a lot of surface noise and when you turn it up so does the surface noise but for LPs that's not the case. So
Yeah. What do you think? The future? You're 30 now, of course. You've got your whole life ahead of you. But do you think? Can you see yourself gravitating into bands very soon? Do you think you'll end up in a band in the next couple of years?
Well, I do. I do definitely see myself going towards there. Creating like a wave band and play some great stuff. And,
Yeah. I could see, like, I mean, from what I've seen you doing live, and you use a lot of the backing tracks and stuff for the likes of Led Zeppelin and Pink Floyd and Rory Gallagher and all that stuff. I could see you would have a wonderful 3-piece band. All you would need is a drummer and a bass player because you pretty much cover everything on the guitar when you're playing. You've got this kind of big sound that you'd be able to easily cover on your own. That's a wonderful thing to have already. Who are you mainly listening to when you pick the guitar up? Who do you kind of aspire to mainly?
I guess like mostly like Pink Floyd and stuff.
Yeah.
And then
Dave Gilmour.
About
Yeah. Do you know, I absolutely love Dave Gilmour from Pink Floyd. The sound that he gets off a guitar is just amazing. There's nobody else in the world that has ever played a guitar like that, in my opinion. He's got this most wonderful delay and echoey sound going on that just is remarkable, even in his solo albums and everything that he does. You had a recent interview on the BBC. Tell us a little bit about that.
Yes, that's right. So about a couple of months ago, I got into a radio interview on the BBC with Carrie McLean.
Very cool.
And the way I got into it is basically like I started like posting like stuff on Facebook and stuff, and Carrie McLean noticed them, and then she took an eye on it, and then she started like messaging me like saying like all my plan and stuff was absolutely brilliant. Like she'd love to get an interview with me, and I said. And she asked me, like, do you want like, an interview on the radio? And I said, yes, of course.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's basically how I got the first interview.
Brilliant. That is a great start and a great place to begin, and a wonderful DJ as well to go talk to when it comes to supporting music and stuff like that. You did something on TG4 down here as well. What was that all about?
Basically, I went down to Dublin to film something for RTA. Basically, what it is, it's a family show. It's all speaking like Irish language. I couldn't tell you like.
Were you able to speak any Irish at all, or did you have any words?
Well,
yeah.
Here's the thing. Basically, I remembered all my lines, but then when I actually got onto the stage, I completely forgot what I was supposed to say.
Brain freeze. Yeah. Total brain freeze. It's a difficult language. I can tell you that. We did bits of it in school, but I only have the basics myself. Most of us just have a few bits and pieces. It's hard enough to get up and play the guitar, Zach, without having to speak Irish as well. On top of that, it is, isn't it? It doesn't help. But future plans have you any future plans to record? Do you think you might go into the studio in the next few years? Would you like to get into a studio and start laying tracks?
100%, yes. I love doing it. Basically, like when I actually like I get a chance to like go into the studio and record like single albums and all sorts of things. Release them out. That's
Yeah, you could be a session guitarist without a shadow of a doubt, and make plenty money and play on everybody else's records as well. It's definitely a way to go for sure, and I could see you doing that. I could definitely see you doing. I know it's very difficult to get it across, to get the sound across with the amp and the guitars and everything, and sometimes it's hard to get it across when we have little internet glitches up and down or whatever. But would you like to tell us a little bit about your guitar, the guitar that you play?
Yeah, sure. What like the guitar actually like you do?
Yeah, what make is your guitar?
Well, it's a Fender Stratocaster. It's one of the Mexican models.
Beautiful, yeah.
Yeah, it's actually originally my granddad's. Before he gave it to me, around the same time like he passed away.
Super. That's a lovely thing to have. A lovely thing to have.
Yeah,
wow.
It's a wonderful guitar.
Would you like to give us a little demonstration of what it sounds like, and what you think? What would you like to do?
Well, I have this wee track that I'd like to play for you. It's a wee Eric Johnson song. It's called Cliffs of Dover.
Oh, cool. Okay. Let's get a listen to Zach Mack, amazing fingers, and one of the coolest guitar players that I've ever seen for 13 years of age. You can play guitar better than most people I know, much older than you, my friend. Give us a listen to the Cliffs of Dover. We have a listen to that lovely guitar.
Right, there we go.
Wow. Zach Mack, you know how to play a guitar. You know your way around the neck. And I can tell you something, a lot of people here are absolutely blown away. I love that song, Cliffs of Dover. And you play it with such bounce and speed and fluency. It's unbelievable. Unbelievable. How long are you playing the guitar, Zach?
Well, since I would say I was about 4 when I started.
Yeah.
So it's about 8 or 9 years.
8 or 9 years, give or take. Brilliant. Well, listen, if you're 13 now and you're playing like that, Zach, I can tell you something. By the time you are 18, let's say, or 17, whenever you finish your leaving cert or GSE up there, you will be ready to join any band in the world, in my opinion. Now, that's been honest with you. Fair play to you. And keep going, man. Keep practicing, keep doing it. You can't go wrong. You remind me very much of a young Bruce Shields or Rory Gallagher, that kind of style. I don't know if you've heard of Bruce Shields, but you remind me a little bit of him. And of course, Rory Gallagher down here, that caliber of guitar player that we love. And I think you're on your way up, my friend. No problem to you. And you'll have a great life ahead of you playing. Thank you so much.
Also,
yeah,
I just want to
go ahead.
Sometime soon, I'm going to be doing a Wait live show up in Bangor.
Yes.
It's going to be in the Open House Festival. Is the name of that. And I'm going to be playing with a band called Manica Honey. And
brilliant.
I'm going to be doing a show. The main person that's going to be leading it is a great lady called Siobhan Brown.
Siobhan Brown.
Yeah, who's also one of my friends on Facebook. If you look up my Facebook profile,
yeah,
you might be able to see her. And,
okay.
I'm going to be doing a show up there. We're playing some of these songs of her, and it's
brilliant.
Great.
Oh, looking forward to that. And come here, tell me this: how do we find you online on Facebook? It's just Zach Mack, is it, on Facebook?
Yep, it's just Zach Mack on Facebook, and
I
also have a YouTube channel which is also called Zach Mack, and then I also have and then finally I also have an Instagram which is called Zach Mack Guitar Works, except the spaces have got underscores.
Zach Mack Guitar Works. Okay, cool. And Zach Mack, just for everybody, is ZACMAC. Just so everybody knows, it's really important. I'll stick a link up. Don't worry, you'll be on the Friday Night Live page, my friend. And after this show, anyway, everybody will know how to find you. Best of luck with that gig coming up, and make sure to send us now a link. So send me a link to all that stuff, and we'll keep in touch with you. Okay, and anything we can put up, we'll share it as well, so everybody knows what you're doing. Thank you so much, Stephen, in the background there. Fair play to you. We had one hell of a sound check earlier on. I know it's tough, and I know but you're so patient, and we did everything that we possibly could do, and it's very difficult with the internet sometimes trying to get signals over and back. We did great, lads, and you did great. No, but listen, you did great. That's the main thing, and everybody is delighted to have gotten the chance to see you this evening. That's the main thing.
It's been an absolute pleasure to have a chat with you, and just thank you very much.
Well, it's been a pleasure having you on, Zach. The future is safe, as I say. The youth of the world are well and truly keeping music alive and well. It's great to see you at 13 years of age playing a guitar like that. Is just great. It just cheers me up no end. So listen, you can relax. You can sit back now, put on your favorite LP or CD, yourself and Stephen there, and have a cup of tea and pat yourselves on the back. You did great. You did brilliant. Thanks very much, Zach. Mind yourself. Take care, buddy. Mind yourself. Bye. Bye.
And I'll see you.
Okay, take care, Zach. So that was Zach Mack in Lurgan, rounding off the show this evening. And I have a couple of very impatient guests here to finish off the show. But before we get to you guys, because you have to be, you have to wait your turn. I'm still trying to teach them to wait their turn. In the background here, we have a couple of very interesting characters who wanted to stick their heads in on Friday Night Live this evening. So I suppose it's important that we give them just a little bit of camera time. So behind me here, in case you're wondering, this is Fred. Fred, would you like to say hello to everybody on Friday Night Live?
Hi.
You can come over this way because nobody can see you. This is Fred.
Hi.
So Fred wanted to pop his face in and say hello to everybody for the under 18 show, because at the earlier time, it's lovely to get everybody. And Fred, of course, is a fabulous drummer and going to be the future generation in drummers in the world. And hopefully on the next Friday Night Live, we'll get you to play the drums. Wouldn't that be cool?
I just didn't have time to practice.
That's okay, but you will practice, and you're going to be ready, aren't you? He's going to be ready for the next.
Too busy getting really in trouble.
Too busy, yeah. No, it's very busy work. But anyway, without further ado, I do have somebody here who would like to play a little bit of music. Would you like to play some music? So this is Rita, our youngest guest ever on Friday Night Live, ever. And she is going to, we'll just take a minute here to get your book. So we have to get her music here. It's very important that she has her music. And I'm going to get your harmonica here. And then I'm going to lift you up here on the camera. And we're going to try not to wreck the studio. There we go. And we'll just push this back here a little bit so everybody can see, okay? Yeah. This is called, for anybody watching Friday Night Live, this is called Row, Row, Row Your Boat. Now, it's very important that you all sing along out there with Rita when she plays this. And this is Rita, and she is going to play that for us when you're ready. Rita, are you ready? Okay, so here we go. I'm going to get your book where you can see it, and you tell me you can see it. Here we go. Wow, wasn't that amazing? Round of applause, everybody. Woohoo! So everybody is saying, yay, Rita, awesome. Oh, brilliant, Rita, well done. Everybody is loving it. Look at that. Rita Catrice in America says hello to you. Everybody loves it. You can wave to everybody now and say hello. Say hello to everybody. And Paula says, yay, Rita, awesome. You did great. Look, everybody loves it. Hi, citizens. Fred says, everybody, Tosh, Amy, everybody loves it. So I think we have a future star in our hands, lads. Hopefully we have a future star, I think. And she's been learning all of her songs on the harmonica, and she only got the harmonica only a week ago, and you're already flying it. That's Row, Row Your Boat by Rita. And of course, she's going to be doing many, many more. Maybe you'll come on to Friday Night Live again and do another harmonica song for us, would you? Soon, would you? Do you want to play one more before we leave? Okay, she's hogging the camera, but we'll give her. Would you like one more tune, everybody? One more tune. We'll do one more tune. Okay, we're gonna have a quick. So this song is called Jingle Bells. Okay, we're gonna do this one, even though it's July. Just imagine yourselves getting all cozied up for Christmas. Are you ready? Take it away, Rita. And this is our special guest tonight. Here we go. Yay! Wow, everybody. Big round of applause. Big round of applause. Come on, Fred. Well done, Rita. Say bye-bye to everybody. Say bye-bye to everybody.
Bye. Fred.
And finally, so Rita, well done. You're super, super, super duper. And that rounds up Friday Night Live, guys, under 18 show. I hope you enjoyed it. It was very important that we got Rita in to do a little bit of harmonic at the end, just to let everybody know that, young people play music too, and it's very important that we don't forget that music starts at a very, very young age, and it's important to encourage everybody to play. And you can see already Rita's only playing the harmonica 1 week and she's flying it. Thank you very much to all my guests this evening. Amy Marie Orla in Enniskillen, Oisin Finley in Monasterevin, County Kildare, Evan Roche in Wexford, and of course Zach Mack in Lurgan. I wish you all the very best. This is only, again, as I said, a little sliver of the music scene in Ireland, the under 18s music scene. There is so much out there, so much. So I think we might do more of these shows down the road. And I've just realized right now that I'm sweating profusely here because I'm sitting in the sunroom, and I probably look like I've got the shiniest face and the shiniest head in the world. You can probably see the reflection of the cameras, so apologies for that. It is absolutely roasting in here. And
I'm sweating too.
Yeah, it's been a warm one, but yeah, it's been a warm one, Fred, for sure. It's been a warm one. Did you enjoy Friday Night Live? You did. No,
I would have enjoyed it more if I was actually on it, but I didn't have a drum kit. But you're gonna put it up, don't worry.
That's it. We'll get you.
I didn't have any time to have practice.
Okay. Well, we'll get you on the next time. Yeah, we'll get you on the next time. Anyway, guys, that's it. The usual show kicks off again at 10 o'clock tonight, and I can tell you it's going to be really good. We have Stacey Z from Scotland, Davy Long from Kilkenny, Alex Concher in Drogheda. We have Paul Callan in RD in County Louth, and then finishing off before we take a break, by the way, because this is the last summer shows of the summer season. I'm taking a 2-week break after this week, and we're going to be back on the 13th of August. And I'm finishing off tonight's show with my very favorite people in the world, Kevin Byrne and Kevin Maggs, as I call them, from KMFL Radio, my very dear friends, and our, as I call them, the sister show to Friday Night Live. They're both coming on to round off the celebrations tonight. So I can't wait for that. We're going to have a great laugh. So please tune in from 10 o'clock tonight for all those guests. It's going to be really cool. And we'll be back on the 13th of August with many, many, many good acts that are already lined up. And I can tell you there's some really big names coming to Friday Night Live in August and through autumn and winter. It's going to be great crack. So stay with us. And I hope you enjoy that. I enjoyed that thoroughly. That was amazing, guys, to all of you. Thank you all for being brave, for coming on, especially the young people. I'm going to leave you with a shameless plug before seeing you later on at 10 o'clock. This is Mother Nature Says by yours truly. See you all later on, guys, at 10 o'clock for the main event. Thank you, everybody. Good night. God bless.
Some people fall in love. Some people can break your heart. Let them inside your soul. Some people don't know affection. Some people justify themselves. Don't you know what they say? Don't you know what they say? Mother Nature said, don't waste your days away. Mother Nature said, you gotta give a little love. Mother Nature said, oh, Mother Nature said, be good to yourself. Sometimes I feel so happy inside. To make a smile come so natural. Sometimes I feel so deep down. It's hard to know what tomorrow brings. Don't you know what they say? Don't you know what they say? Mother Nature said, don't waste your days away. Mother Nature said, give a little love, Mother Nature said. Oh, Mother Nature said, be good to yourself. Ooh, yeah. Happiness is a state of mind. What you get, what you give is what you get. You gotta taste it when it arrives. What you get, what you give. Just like when the seasons change, nothing lasts forever here. Even the world that we made becomes too beautiful to be real. Mother Nature says, don't waste your days away. Mother Nature says, you gotta give a little love. Mother Nature says, Mother Nature says, Mother Nature says, Mother Nature says, be good to yourself. Breeders is all we are. 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 Is all we are.